Hi guys, how are you doing? I'm back. I'm gonna do collective reading for those of you who are watching. I want to say thank you for watching the video. Hopefully you watch the entire video. Like, subscribe, share, post positive comments in the comment section, and let's get started with the reading because I really don't have too much else to share as far as an intro. Usually I do timestamps in the description, but I don't really think this is going to be the traditional general love finance reading. I might get to finance only because oftentimes when I do general reading, sometimes they end up just being a love reading. Or I might do the love oracle cards. We'll see. We'll see what comes out. We'll see what comes out. So let's get going with the reading. So I want to, the first card that I pulled out was the Empress card in the reverse, which might be telling me that you're feeling less than sexy. All right, this is my less than sexy card. Yeah, there's more nuance to the card and there's other things that are going on with the card, but it definitely in relation to ourselves and how we feel about ourselves. The Empress card is that card, is the looking in the mirror card and seeing yourself as beautiful, or not feeling your, that saying, when you look your best, you feel your best, or when you feel your best, you look your best, that sort of saying. This is definitely coming up as you're not feeling your best, right? You're not feeling your prettiest. Like it's the song, I'm so pretty. What is that song? I can't remember the song, but it's like, I'm pretty, I'm so pretty. I can't remember the name of the song or how it goes, but it's the song about feeling yourself, feeling pretty, feeling beautiful, feeling, confident. And this is coming up as you feeling less than that for whatever reason. So I don't know if this is about you needing to kind of, oftentimes when we don't feel our best, it has a lot to do with, has something to do with what's going on the inside, but it's also reflected of what's going on the outside. So maybe you're feeling run down because of work, or you're feeling a little, how, Stella got a groove back before she got a groove back. Maybe you haven't dated anybody in a while, or nobody has shown interest in you in quite some time, or, maybe you don't get out there as much as you used to. Maybe it's because you're feeling run down, or you're feeling tired, or, things just aren't clicking the way that they have at certain points in your life. And this is a point or time in your life at the moment where you're just feeling less than your best. And it happens to all of us. It's nothing to, be super worried about. It's just, needing to turn that energy around. And sometimes you do need something from the outside to kind of spark you, to get you going again. And other times you're just not going to find that, and you have to really get yourself going. And that's when it gets really difficult. And this can also be a block in abundance, or the flow, just flow. Specifically for my female listeners, watchers, there might be something about your flow. There could be something as simple as it's coming, which would be normal and regular, or there could be something, because it's coming up in the reverse, about your flow being a little bit off for some reason. I don't know why. Something as simple as changing your exercise routine could literally throw your flow off. So there's something about your flow being off for a reason or another. So there's that. And then also this could be about just kind of like a flow, things running smoothly in your life, in your, every day, your life, your material world, right? So there's something here about the connection between your material world and your spirit, right? So your spirit, your soul, like I said, not feeling great about yourself. Maybe you're these are PMS symptoms here. So if you're a female who PMS, maybe you might be going through some really rough PMS symptoms this month. It's something is disrupted between your physical and your spirit. So like I said, oftentimes our spirit can be affected by the outside world. And it takes a lot of, this is where you meditate and find your center, because we do get affected by the outside world. It's just insane to think that we don't. We're not monks. We're not living in a monastery off in Tibet away from society. You get affected by the things that are going on around you, and your spirit reacts to that. So when you're feeling run down or low or not pretty, maybe you're seeing a lot of stuff on, social media, which, doesn't represent your body type. And so all of a sudden your period is coming in. Maybe you're a little bit more emotional than you would normally be in because of that. You start internalizing that. You start feeling bad about yourself. So there's something here about a connect between, like I said, the outside world and your spirit. Like your spirit is a little on empty right now. And so maybe you need to start doing some meditation work or just finding your center, or kind of maybe blocking out social media for a while if that's the issue. If it's, just everyday life that you cannot block out, you can't push the pause button on, then there's something here that you need to find some sort of balance in, because the balance between, like I said, what's happening in your everyday outside world and your spirit is very disconnected right now. It's very much, like a bridge, because normally we have this bridge between the material and our spirit and how it connects us or our spirit. And somebody put some dynamite under that bridge and blew it up. And so it is being severely disrupted, where things that, like I said, are happening, in your outside world are affecting your spirit, but it's affecting your spirit negatively. And so you need to first off, to acknowledge that sometimes you feel bad. You don't know why you feel bad, or, you're just not feeling your best. And you don't know why you're feeling your best. So once you acknowledge that this is not normal, I think sometimes we feel bad. We're so used to going through the emotional ups and downs, especially feminine energies, women, that we internalize and normalize just being in a bad mood or being irritable or being not feeling great or not feeling, And so this is about recognizing that that's not a normal feeling, that something is off. I feel bad about myself. I'm irritable. I'm tired. It's off, and then kind of doing a deep dive into why those emotions are off, why you're feeling less than pretty, why you're feeling, those things, and then trying to rectify it from that perspective. But first, you have to acknowledge that this is not normal. I think like I said, when you start normalizing not feeling your best or not feeling great or not feeling, that's when people, get into major health problems, right? When you know something is off with your body, but you're telling yourself it's nothing. No, it's something. It's not normal. So go get it checked out. And so the same thing when it comes to your moods. We have a lot of mood swings. They are up and down, but or you feel it, but you don't recognize that it's not normal. And so it can be fixed because we're so used to having those emotional ups and downs. So that is what I'm picking up for that. Let's go into, I'm going to do a little bit more here for the general spread. And then I am actually going to go into some oracles to see what the oracles say. Yeah, your world is a little topsy-turvy right now. Things are not, and it's just basically saying the rest of what I was saying is like getting your world, your eternalized world and your physical world back in alignment, because you are really, really out of balance here when it comes to so something about like your communication and your day-to-day routine and grind. Maybe you need to communicate better about what you need in your everyday day-to-day in your grind, because there's something here about too much being put on your plate, or you feel like too much is being put on your plate. And of course, as women, you never want to whine about your day-to-day life, especially when it comes to responsibility, because responsibilities don't really change because of your moods. It's like you can be feeling overwhelmed, you can be feeling tired, you can be feeling run down, your period is still coming. Guess what? You still got to go to work, you still got to take care of the kids, you still got to cook, shop, clean. It doesn't stop because of whatever you're going through. And so sometimes we tell ourselves that it's not worth speaking up about. Like, what's the point of speaking up about how bloated I am or cramping I am? I still got to go to work. Can't take time off for cramps. I still got to pay the bills. Still got to shop. So it's, we just get moods. You get moods almost as people supposed to know what's going on with you. And so you just act out according to those moods because you are pissed and tired and you want time off and you want to break, but you can't have it. So what's the point of speaking up about it? And so you just react to it. And so maybe this is about speaking up in your time of need. And I just use, menstrual cycle as an example because it's a incredibly feminine energy here that has shown up. Two actually incredibly feminine energies here with the World and the Empress in the midst of masculine energies being the wands and the swords. And even though I think pentacles are deemed as feminine energies, for me, it's more neutral because pentacles is the literal representation of our physical world, the 3D world. And often, obviously, our 3D world is run by men, the patriarchy. And so it's easy to associate it with that. But in a sense of divination, I tend to lean more towards neutral in the sense that we all live together in this 3D world, having to abide by these 3D rules and laws that we've created or that were created for us in society. And so that's what the pentacles represent. So it's about being weighed down by all of the things that you have to do when what you need to do is self-care, but how can you when there's always something to be done? And so this is like a need to speak up, and maybe you might be surprised that if you do speak up in a way that's loving and kind and not bitchy and accusatory, well, I have to do this and my stomach hurts and I'm crappy, you don't blah, blah, blah. You know, that's accusatory, and people have a tendency to retract from that sort of energy. But maybe if you in a loving, kind way, because you do have the Empress and the World here, which are two cards of very feminine energy of love and care and openness and acceptance. Explain why you are feeling down, why you need a little bit more help, why, this is not the best week to have to deal with everything that you have to deal with. You might be surprised on who actually comes to your aid and wants to help you get through, this rough patch that you're going through. Okay, so that is what I'm picking up for Violet. I'm going to, let's see, I like these cards here, so I'm going to use them. Oracle cards. Mm-hmm. Yes, forgiveness. I saw forgiveness come out. And beauty, again, beauty. That's so funny. Can I find the Empress? I want the Empress card back now. Because that's literally what the Empress is. The Empress. You got the Empress that came up in the reverse, guys. And you got and I don't read oracles in the reverse, so I'm going to turn it in the upright. But it's just so funny to me that the beauty card came up in the reverse with the Empress card in the reverse, which the Empress is about beauty and not just physical beauty, outward beauty, but inside beauty and nature and, everything that, is beautiful about. So heaven, I told you about your spirit, about, forgiveness and beauty. So this is about forgiving yourself. There's some here, and it's not necessarily forgiveness in the sense that it could be literally in a sense of forgiving yourself for, things that you blame yourself for. It's like you're seeing yourself as an ugly person. You're seeing yourself as an ugly duckling. Yeah, and this is about forgiving yourself and coming to peace and coming into whole with who you are and finding the things about yourself that you feel society is unforgiving about. Like if you have love handles, you're like, nobody's gonna love this. You look at them, I don't love this. Or you don't love it because you have internalized other people's negative opinions about it. And so this is about forgiving yourself for having those negative opinions and letting the outside world internalize some self-hatred within you and how you see yourself. And because you see yourself that way, is you looking through a lens of seeing the world as a non-beautiful place because it reflects the, those negative opinions, that you have about yourself. So it's just seeing ugliness both ways, and the lens that's broken, the lens is broken in this, reflecting ugliness in both ways. So this is about your spirit being broken and needing to find that forgiveness for all of the things that you think are not perfect. And even if it's not about your physical beauty, again, like I said, the Empress card is about our material world, the world around us, the things that we take beauty in, right? The things that we take beauty from, the things that we enjoy beauty in, like having kids, the idea of having kids or just, watching your kids grow up. Maybe you're running the rat race so much that you're literally missing certain milestones in your kid's life. And maybe that's internalizing some, guilt within you. But this is about finding that beauty again and not letting it get filtered through that lens of the stress and the anger and the being worn down. And be like a good example of this would be, when you've had a really long, hard day, really long, everybody is guilty of it. Every single person is, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a man. I don't care if you're a woman. Every adult who has responsibility in life is guilty of it. it's long days. It's very little sleep. It's all the responsibility. It's all the stress. And on top of that, like I said, if you're a female, it's the periods and the cramps and the bloating and the societal pressure and all of the things. And some days you get home and you got it on top of all that. You got to cook, you got to clean, you got to deal with the kids. They're rambunctious. They want to see you. They want to spend, and you're just like, I just need my space. And then you snap at people in your household, right? You have to go out in the world and you have to put on a mask to be the most pleasant human in the world, just to keep a job in order to pay bills and keep a roof over your head. Where you're being disrespected and told off and unappreciated and not paid what you're worth, and dealing with people you can't stand and bosses that you want to, cuss out, but you have to put the mask on. And so when you get home and the consequence isn't as immediate and severe, you take it out on the people that you want to be loving to, like you want it in your soul, but everything from the outside is reflecting in your soul, and now you're irritable and you're miserable and you come home with attitude. Well, that wasn't your intent. Your intent was never to give attitudes to people in your household, but the world outside just made you really, irritable. And now all you want to do is like, I got to cook, I got to clean, I got to go to the grocery store. Last thing you want to do is deal with kids or a husband or a wife or however it goes. And then you end up snapping at those people. And then you realize that you've been in that mood for a month or maybe a year or maybe 10 years. And then you realize that you're missing the things that you really feel are beautiful in life. Like spending that time, like sometimes it's like even getting that mood myself when I was like, I know when I come home, I have animals that are just going to need so much from me. And when I'm at work, I'm thinking to myself how, I miss my dog smiling at me, or I miss my cat cuddling with me, or I miss all these things that I'm so excited to experience when I get home. But by the end of the day, I am so tired and frustrated and irritated. The last thing I want to do is deal with anybody who needs anything else from me. So I do it because I have to, right? Because my animals have to survive, but I'm not doing it in a pleasant manner. I'm not doing it lovingly. And then I don't want the attention afterwards. I just want to be left alone. And so you realize you went a whole day without showing love or giving love to the thing that gives you actual joy because of the outside world irritating you so bad. So you're missing out on the beautiful things, right? So this is about finding that forgiveness that, yes, that has happened. Yes, it has. And you've been that way, and we've all been that way. But forgiving that part of yourself, that the parts of yourself that you have allowed to filter into you from the outside world to create negativity, to forgive that and to find the beauty again. And so that's what I'm really picking up from that. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up. That's the message that I'm getting. I don't want to. So I'm going to actually do the love portion. I don't know if I'm going to get to the finance reading. I don't know if I'm going to get to the finance reading, to be quite honest with you. So I don't know. Actually, I probably should. I'm sorry, I'm thinking to myself. In the process of thinking to myself, I'm moving really slow. I don't know. Anyway, let's just focus on the love reading. For those of you who are interested in someone that you are currently dealing with still. So this is not about a past person that you're not in contact with anymore. This is not about a future person that you want to be with. This is somebody that you are currently have a connection or some sort of relationship with, even if it's not a commitment. You're still dealing with the person who you have some sort of romantic connection to. So I'll take that. Wait a minute. Oh, that's too many cards. I'm sorry, guys. That's too many cards. Trying to get through the shuffling quick, but it's just not doing a very good job with it. Okay, here we go. Oh my goodness. Maybe these cards do not want me to use them today. Let's stop the video and... Oh, okay. This might turn out better than I originally... So what's the outcome? So I'm going to get straight to the outcome because I know exactly what's going on here. Yeah. So what's the outcome to this situation? What's the outcome? This is a classic case of somebody who feelings crept up. Like you are dealing with somebody who literally just developed feelings. Yeah, developed feelings for you and had absolutely no intention of developing feelings, not only for you, but for anybody. And now they have them like a fever. Like I caught it. This is somebody who feels like they caught love. They caught it was unexpected. So unexpected feelings. They caught it. You have affected this person with love, and now they don't know what to do about it. They don't know what to do about it. I'm trying to get to an outcome of this because that's basically what it is. Like I'm not joking. It's like I can tell you the details of how this person is feeling. They're definitely super sexually attracted. I think this person it manifested sexually. So this might be somebody that you met who maybe had a passing interest in you. Maybe you guys dated. Maybe they weren't interested at all, or maybe they were interested in playing you. However it goes, this person was not interested in a serious committed relationship, right? With anybody, specifically not you. However you guys end up dealing with each other and staying in each other's lives, however that is, because this is not giving me past information about this. It's current, and I'm trying to find out the future. But I keep getting current energy. So however it is, different people. I'm telling you how this person feels right now. So however you guys manage to stay in contact with each other to the point where this person actually end up developing feelings for you is driving them crazy. They hate it. They literally, this is like an energy who masculine energies are usually very good for this. I'm not saying it's only masculine energies, but they're usually very good for this, where that they literally have to trip and fall in love. Because baby, as long as I'm standing upright and all my steps are correct, I am not falling into that. And that's their attitude. And this person literally tripped and fell in front of you, and they looked up and they were in love. And it's like, how the hell did that happen? It's your fault. And so this person doesn't like it. I'm going to be quite honest with you. They don't like the fact that they're in love with you. They're pretending they have anxiety. This person literally has anxiety about their feelings for you. Literally. Can you imagine? I'm sorry. So I'm going to be a little bit, put my bias in here a little bit, but obviously you don't make decisions based on what I think. I'm just telling you, I got to impart. Normally I'm really good about keeping it neutral and just telling you what's in the cards, but this is one of the most irritating energies to me, and not because of personal experience with it, but just grown people who refuse to grow up, and in acknowledging feelings and connections is just part of growing up in life, right? Be a mature adult about it. Either this is what you want in your life or it's not. This person, and the reason why this creates conflict in people who are not mature is because a mature person is like, look, I do have feelings for you, but I know what I want in life. I have a clear image and idea of what I want in life. And I can tell you what I want, and you can accept it and go on that journey with me, or you can go on your way because I don't want to stop you and I don't want you to stop me. That's a mature energy who's able of handling and capable of handling their emotions and connections properly. Now, when you meet an immature energy that cannot process life, relationships, and connections properly because they're too immature, they get in this energy here. This energy is prime example of they fell into something, they didn't want it, but they want it how they want it. And if you don't give it to them, it creates the games and the nonsense and the drama and the back and forth because they cannot handle not having what they want. But they also can't handle not having you how they want you when they want you. This person heard a lot of gossip about you for some reason. I don't know why that decided to come up. This is like a one-off because the rest of it is about their feelings about you. But this person heard a lot of gossip about you, and there's something about the gossip that made them think that you can never be a type of person that they will fall in love with. But the gossip is also the thing. This person is attracted to drama. This is what this gossip card is about. So they heard things about you before they even knew you, but then they decided to approach you. Why? If you hear gossip about somebody and it automatically makes you think this is not somebody I could be with, why would you be in their energy? This person heard gossip about you and it immediately made them want to be in your energy. But because they heard certain things about you, they were like, oh, I can never fall for this person, but I'm going to play with them. But now they end up falling in love because the gossip wasn't true. That's why gossip is gossip, honey. So now they have anxiety because they fell in love with a person that they were trying to play. Like they weren't meant to fall. And it's like, regardless if they were trying to play you or not, it's a simple thing of they weren't meant to fall for you. That's not what this was supposed to be. And all of a sudden this is it. And they can't handle it. It's like their brain is in a loop. It's like, how did this happen? How did this happen? How did this happen? And they can't get out of that loop. It's like a computer that's broken, like a computer program that's just it's infected. This was a fated meeting here. This person is really into partying. Like I said, they're in this card. Partying here is a card that represents not taking life serious. So regardless if they're literally a partier or not, they don't take life serious, right? And so the fact that they have romantic feelings for you and they see you as somebody they want to marry, they see you as somebody they want to marry. But now I tell you that, right? If I go to you and I'm like, this person has romantic feelings for you and they have never met anybody like you and they want to marry you, then you're like, oh, it's a wrap, it's a go, like, right? And then all of a sudden I go, but they're at a crossroads. What the hell are you at a crossroads about? What's the crossroads? Please tell me what the crossroads is. If your feelings are this clear, what the hell is the crossroads? The crossroads was the fact that it was unexpected. They might have some situation in the past that's unfinished. I think something from the past that's still going on. They're undecided, but they can't move on. But they don't want to take you serious. They don't want to take anybody serious. But it was a fated meeting. I don't think they know that. And it was epiphany. I told you it was unexpected. What is the unexpected card? The unexpected epiphany. That the reason that they deal with you is because they have feelings for you, not because of the original, whatever the original interest that they had for you was, what that was based on the gossip and the drama. They were attracted to drama. They thought you were drama and they were attracted. This person is attracted to drama. And now they have anxiety because they have to pretend like they don't really love you. This person is immature. Let me be quite honest with you. They're very immature. They thought you were going to just be a rebound. Yeah, they thought they were going to hook up. And that's it. Because they needed to. Yeah, I told you this. I told you they had something from the past. Unfinished business. They saw you, whatever the gossip was, that you were a hoe or you were easy or whatever people were saying about you. They thought you were just going to be a rebound because they needed to heal. And that's what people do, right? Get over someone by getting under someone. You were the person that they were trying to get under and then end up catching feelings for you. Where do they do that at? What's the outcome of the situation? What is the outcome? Drama, didn't I tell you? Ghosted. Drama, double life. Oof, look at that. I don't know what double life is, honestly. I think the double life, I don't know if the double life really pertains to you or not, because you did have the person who was pretending they're pretending. So I don't even want to get into what they got going on. Maybe this is like rejection is God's protection. This person is drama. And they did ghost you, or you ghosted them, or you ghosted. That's why this person was just attracted to drama. They're attracted to drama. What's the outcome for this? I think the outcome is ghosted. I think they're going to ghost you, or you want to ghost them. Maybe you might realize if this person is not whatever, regardless of what double life and pretending is, they're not who you think they are. I'm going to tell you, this is my personal, because it's not really, I think that's might be the outcome, ghosted. Yeah, this person is immature. Like this you first card to me is like the most immature card. It's like, if you have feelings for me and you want me, then approach me. It's like, no, can't do that. You need to come to me first. You know why they want you to come to them first? Because they have no intention of treating you the way that you're supposed to be treated, regardless of their feelings. They have no intention of it. And so if you pursue them, then they don't have to put any effort into you. This person is immature. He's not. You can't be with somebody who's this. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me put this back in the deck, because you just that jump spiritual awakening and wedding. But let me put it like this. I'm gonna put these cards back in the deck and I'm gonna get an outcome for this. But if this does somehow, because spiritual awakening is just that this person realized they're immature. They need to grow up. They are attracted to drama. They need to clear that up, and they need some healing, because this is not how a mature individual person with goals and ambition in life behaves. The drama is a distraction. The partying is a distraction. I told you this person is easily distracted, and they're still very much in there. I don't take life seriously. You would be something that's serious, and that requires responsibility and maturity, and this person doesn't have it, and that's why they're conflicted about their feelings for you. Okay. Spiritual awakening is just that. They wake up, they grow the fuck up, like literally overnight. Like, you can't do it for them. Spirit has to do it. God, whoever you believe in, hits them, and they have that spiritual awakening that, yes, they are immature. There's a drama. I need to grow up. I need to, blah, 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 all the things, right? Be more responsible, take life more serious. And then if it does turn into a wedding, the wedding card did come up in the reverse. And I don't usually take these cards in the reverse, but I think it was a telling that it came up in the reverse with the jealousy card. So if you do manage and staying up late at night, worrying about this person because they might be cheating on you while you get married to them, be quite honest with you. If it does make it to marriage, jealousy and other people in the relationship will forever be an issue. I would say forever because I don't know people's trajectory and they changes in life, but this person matures enough to know that they don't want to lose you. So it might make it to marriage, but you still gonna have the same issues. You still gonna have issues in the marriage that have to do with jealousy and other people being in the relationship. Because this person is like lessons. They got lessons to learn in life. Control, decision. What's the outcome for my collective with this person? I just really want an outcome because honestly, it's gonna be a lot of work if you do. And third parties work. Third party, but desperate family. Yeah, it's gonna start. You might have a family with this person. Y'all might get married, but it's not gonna be an easy relationship at all. This person just stays immature for a very long time, even when they get to like the level of maturity that they honestly, I feel like they should be at. I feel like this person should be at the level of maturity that they're ready for the responsibility, just in life or relationships, connections, and they're not. And then once they become that way, legal matters card to me isn't. Yeah, this is guys. This is not the fairy tale. I think this might be the person you marry, but it's not going to be the fairy tale. It's going to be a situation where you just marry an immature person, okay? And so it takes them a very, very long time, even after they decide that they do want to be with you and have a family. They're going to be in a family with you, and they're still going to, have those moments where they just check out and they go back to being an immature version of themselves. And so they might have third parties. They might cheat. They might, still have to flirt with other people. They might still be the type of person who still needs validation from the outside. They still have a lot of growing up to do, right? And so the thing that keeps you two together is the fact that you do get married and you do have a family. And it is one of those things where you end up having one of those marriage where it's 10 of Pentacles. Like, we have a life and a family, and it's not that we don't love each other, still passionate and stuff like that, but it's a little bit negative, right? And you don't leave because you're not ready to leave. They're not ready to leave, regardless of the drama that's in the relationship. And you do have a life together. And, but if you were dating, you probably would have, and with no kids, this relationship probably would have been over a long time ago. But the fact that you're married and you're legally tied and have a life together is the thing that keeps. But this person with no escape, legal matters, and divinely guided, this person feels trapped. Once they marry you, they're going to feel trapped. And so once they marry you, it's that like age old, a man feeling tied down. Like, he wants to be tied down, but he doesn't want to feel tied down. It's like, I want to be tied down. I want you to be tied down to me, but I want my freedom whenever I decide I want my freedom. And so when they start getting like, they might get antsy, and then they might cause issues, and then they might cause the drama. I told you there's a person that's a drama queen. And so they start causing drama, so they'll have a reason to leave and not come back for 2-3 days. But you know what they were doing out there for 2-3 days. Because when we got into an argument about the toaster, the microwave, that wasn't worth you leaving the house for 2-3 days. That wasn't an excuse. And so they come back, and now you're pissed off, you're jealous, you know what they were doing out there. But now they come back and they went, okay, I want to be a husband and a father again. And they know they always got a home to come back to. So that's the situation. That's the marriage it will be. Very karmic in nature in this relationship. Because they never really grew up. You just hit them. You hit them. It's like they're the type of people who were like resentful when they end up. Yeah, it's very attractive. Yeah. They don't want to be with anybody else. They also don't want to give up their freedom. Like, again, this person, when they met you, they weren't interested in being serious with anybody. You were the person that they really caught feelings for. And so they know that they had to be. This is almost like, I have to be serious with this person because this is the person I caught feelings for. And if I was going to be serious with anybody, it would be this person. But I'm not in a space in my life to be serious, and I'm not ready for it. But I got to be ready for it because I have feelings for this person. And this is the person that I would be ready for if I was ready for it, but I'm not ready for it. So I get into it, and then I have these moments where I feel trapped, and I go out and I do things that I shouldn't. But I always come back because I do want to be a father and a husband. But at the same time, I'm not mature enough to want to be that all the time. You know what I mean? This person doesn't want to be that all the time. Even once they meet you and they kind of grow up a little bit, it's like it's still some timey. Sometimes I want to be single. Sometimes I want to go out there. Sometimes I want to, and that is just the nature of the beast with this person. And finances are a big reason why you two, they're going to choose you. It's you. And what's so funny is relationships like this is so weird because, these are the type of relationships, and the person is a button pusher. Like, they like to get you riled up. As long as you stay riled up, they know that you care about them. Yeah, and propose on new love. Yeah. Oh no, this person is worried that you're going. Oh, that's what happens. This is why this person decides to propose to you. Maybe the third party is yours. Yeah, this person is afraid that you are going to leave them for someone else. Regret here. And that's why, oh, good Lord. This person doesn't change. They pretend to change. Look, change and arrogance. They're too arrogant to change. This person is not for you. And break up. Time to face the music about this relationship. I think this is not happening. This is going to happen all after you two are married. The reason that this person decides to marry you, because I'm like, it don't even sound right that this, but sometimes men do that. They want their cake and eat it too. They want both worlds. It's like, I do want to be a father and a husband, but at the same time, I want my freedom. You only have one life to live, so I might as well live both. But this person ends up like being in a relationship with you, and that relationship turns into marriage because there is another person who's interested in you. There is third party. I keep cutting it at third party. Keep coming up. There's another person that's interested in you, or they're afraid that another person is interested in you, and that's why they decide to date you and then end up getting married all before they're really ready to do it, because they're out of fear. That's why they do it. And so it's the feelings isn't the issue, guys. And this is why relationships are so difficult and so hard, because you feel like if this is the person that feels this way about me, then that's the person I should be with. And the fact of the matter is, that is very rarely the case. I'm sorry, but it is. And this person might have a drinking problem the whole time you're in a relationship with them. Forever Change, but Forever Change came up in the reverse, although I don't read them in the reverse. So what are you trying to tell me? This person's changing their drinking. This person might have a drinking problem. It's a lot of issues. People aren't perfect, guys. And I'm not telling you don't date somebody because they're not perfect. But I feel like this person brings a lot of issues into your life. So in order to be with them, it's going to be a struggle. But it's not that they don't love you. They do. It's just they're selfish. There you go. Grass is greener. Grass is greener. This is, I'm going to wrap it up with this because I don't feel like you're not going to be with this person. Yep, flings. They have flings. But it's a divine union. But it's a love triangle. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? It goes teetering back and forth every single time, all the time. Family. Hook up. Mask. This person is a cheater, guys. They're a cheater. And then you reconcile with them every single time. 2 cards of reconciliation. You reconcile every single, you wait on this person. You wait on them. You wait on them. You have literally a marriage. This is one of those things where, as women, I'm going to speak from women's perspective, where we see those other women who have the desirable husband, right? Who, I don't know, for whatever reasons, maybe he's rich or he's really good looking or whatever it is. But he's out there doing other stuff. And it's like, are you going to put up with that just to have the rich, good looking husband? But he's not faithful. That's what it is. There's a lot of healing that needs to take place. And you always take him back because you're married to him at that point. And you have a family. The family is going to need to be healed multiple times over and over again. And he always wants to come back, and he always does want to heal because, again, it's about those moments of immaturity that takes a hold of him, and he wants his freedom. But then he wants his family at the same time. And so there's going to be constant breakups, constant back and forth. He is a cheater. He's going to cheat throughout the marriage. And it really, that's what I'm picking up. I'm not really seeing, I don't see divorce on the table. And that's what I was looking for. Cause I'm like, this relationship like screams divorce, but at the same time, it really comes down to how long you decide to put up with it. And I think you're going to put up with it for enough time for y'all to have established a life together and have a family. So it's definitely going to be at least that long before you hit your breaking point of this person never changing. They just don't change. They don't change. And then you might decide to do something new. But you're afraid of doing something new after that point You've been with them long enough. The partier is your true love. But is love enough? It comes down to, this is like a Lifetime movie. It's like at the end of the day, after everything that's happened between you two, and it's a lot that happens between you two, between now where you at right now with this person and getting married and having a family. Yeah, you're burdened by the fact that you don't want to. This is coming from your perspective. Now, the other stuff was that person's perspective. Yeah, I think you two might break up. You might break up eventually. I don't see divorce though on the table. Trust your intuition. You're going to try to date other people. So you might end up not getting a divorce, but separating. There might be a separation after all of this. Like, you know how far down the line, it's like years down the line, I'm telling you about how this whole relationship is going to play out. End up getting a separation, and then you try the dating thing, but the dating thing is like really scary to you. So it takes a long time. So you get to the point where you're starting, the way this person has treated you for all the years that they've treated you, even after being married, even after having kids, you still disrespect me. You still go out, you still have flings, you still bring other women into our relationship. You start to lose feelings for this person. You just don't feel the same way, right? And so you might not end up getting divorced, because I put all these cards and I still didn't get the divorce card, but I did see you deciding to, and it's your choice. It's really saying it's your choice. It's not really, don't ever get, hampered in, oh, spirit wants this, or this is meant to be, or it's none of that. I'm telling you right now, spirit is telling you to listen to your intuition about the whole situation. But at the end of the day, it is your choice. But I do see somebody being single after all of this drama and turmoil and third parties. That it might be one third party too many that ends up being the camel that broke the straw that broke the camel's back, where you decide that, okay, that's enough is enough. I'm leaving. I'm taking my kids and I'm gone. So it might be a separation where it literally isn't legal, but you two are just living estranged from each other. And then you decide to, go out there and start again. And that's very scary to you, especially after being a mother and a wife and, having to do everything for the first time on your own. The whole thing is just going to be very scary, but you decide to do it because you have had enough with your philandering husband. All right. So that is a story that I am picking up. And I usually do not get that far ahead in relationships. I really, one last chance. Look, one last chance. And I love you. This person is going to try to get you back, but they always try to get you back. That's what they do. You have a philandering husband in your future, and it is going to go how the story of philandering husbands usually go. Isn't going to be a whole lot of nuance to it. Isn't going to be something that's super, surprising. The ending is going to be a very typical ending of women who have those type of husbands. Okay, so that is the reading that I have for you. Let me get one healing card, because that is heavy. And I imagine you, that is if you decide to go down that path. You do not have to. What I wanted to say is, do not get hampered or stuck in this idea that you have to do anything. You're like, oh, this person is fated. We're meant to be. He's my soulmate. He's my twin flame. The spirit is telling you he is none of that. I mean, regardless, it doesn't matter that he could be all of that, but it's your choice. We're not telling that you have to do anything with this person. We're telling you that it's your choice. What you do with the information that you have, what you do with the relationship is completely up to you, right? Spirit's not making you do anything. Spirit's not making this person be in your life. Spirit's not making it. Is your choice. It is what you decide to do with it. So can I get one card? Oh, there we go. I hope you saw that. I said one card, and that is, I'm going to leave it there. I'm literally going to cut the video off there. And I like people to make of things what they will. That's why I don't like trying to impart too much of my opinions into things. I'm going to give you the facts of the situation, and you're going to have to make the decision. Like, again, it's your choice. So I said, give me one reading, and that card flipped out. After everything that I said, at the end of the day, it is your choice. All right. I hope that helped. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and I will see you next time.